Hey there, it's your host, Cindy Chang, founder of Evolve Consulting Co. and the visionary behind an exciting new venture launching in 2025, making staffing accessible for companies of all sizes. Welcome back to the Fearless Entrepreneurs podcast, where we dive deep into the stories behind Canada's most inspiring brands. Together, we'll uncover how these bold entrepreneurs sparked their dreams, tackled their toughest challenges, and leaned into their fears to achieve success. I'm thrilled you're here, bold enough to embrace the hard truths and inspired to learn from their journeys. Ready to dive in? Let's go.
I was reading, I think it's called a book called The Gap and the Gain.
Yeah.
And I don't know the exact analogy, so it's probably terrible to mention on a podcast. Actors and athletes, these high performers, they have 3 different kinds of days.
Yeah.
One is the actual action day where they're working, they're on set. Then they have rehearsal days. Then they have rest days. They have a lot of rest days.
Yeah.
Because you can't always be on.
It's physical.
And that's the exact same thing with either running a business or working. If you are just burning yourself out, if you're on like the action days every single day, you're going to burn out and you're not going to be creative. You're just going to go through the motions.
Absolutely. Just to tell you, your analogy didn't fall flat. It totally made sense. So you're good there.
Perfect.
I fully agree with that. That's how I operate in my business too, is give the people the time that they need. Now, why do you think, in your opinion then, and we're totally going off tangent with your journey, but why do you think companies are so dead set on controlling people and controlling the process in their business?
I think because they're scared people are just not going to work.
But then they're going to work even less. How many people do you talk to now that's, I'm so miserable at my job. I really hate it. They're asking us to come back into the office, but literally there's no reason why I need to go back into the office because I don't even have a desk. I'm going into a communal space. Why?
All like these businesses that are bringing people back into the office or installing monitoring software on your computer or whatever it is.
Yes, or that.
Yeah.
Right?
So
creepy.
They're scared that you're not doing the work that they're paying you for, regardless of if you're getting all. I run my business with deliverables.
Yes, metrics.
Everybody has. You have to do these 5. If it's a blog post, if it's a backlink, if it's send a client a report, you have to meet these things every single week.
Yeah.
And every single month. So we'll know really quickly if somebody's off track because you can see it. You get an alert. All this stuff. But I'm not like, are you at your computer? Exactly. Did you go for a walk in the middle of the day? How dare you?
Yeah.
You're being paid. People aren't being paid for the hours that they're working. They're being paid for the deliverables that they put out.
As long as you get the job done, I don't care when you do it.
That's so opposite of how businesses have run until recently, the last couple hundred years, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, a couple hundred years. That's so long ago. I'm like horse and buggies a couple hundred years ago, right?
Like Canada's only like 150 years
old
or
it's not that
like
old.
That? No.
So yeah.
Horse and buggy. There's still horse and buggies if you drive like out into the boonies a little bit. I love that. And I love that you love that too. And this is really what I'm set out to do as a movement for people, is really shake up the traditional model of what work is, right? Yeah. And it's even worse when you become a mom. You're like a pariah in the work world because it's, oh, your child is sick. Oh, your child is like, how's the snow? Yes, it's horrible. It's
crazy.
Horrible. And that's why so many people have left the workforce, because the demands of what a traditional work package looks like just doesn't fit the average mom anymore.
Dang, I need to hire some moms.
We need to chat. And moms are so hardworking. They will get it done.
Yeah.
Okay. So the company that then you established, your first hire, that's when Hey Tony started?
That's technically when it started. Okay. I had to come up with a name for the business. And
why Hey Tony? Have you been asked this before?
Oh, no, never. Nobody's ever asked me this question.
Stop.
So back when I had that office for the publication, it was right downtown Toronto. And I was walking to lunch one day and I overheard 2 construction guys talking. They were changing over the streetcar tracks. So that should tell you the caliber, like how big, manly, burly these guys were.
Yeah.
And I overhear them say, "Hey, Tony, you always know how to put a smile on my face."
God, so
yeah, it was almost like a New York. They're like, "Hey, Tony, you always know how to put a smile on my face." And I was like, what a genuine expression of emotion you wouldn't normally hear from that kind of person. And when I was trying to come up with a name for my agency, I didn't want to do like Matt Digital or Diamante Marketing or anything like that, because that just seemed, I wanted to have something behind it. So I was like, that was a really good moment. They're expressing something like, hey man, you put a smile on my face, you make me happy, you just made my day better. Obviously he didn't say all that, but
Yeah.
with the undertone or overtone or whatever the tone is,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the essence that I want to have with my business. I want that transparency, and I want anybody the business touches to be happy,
Right.
smiling, and have that transparency, have that kind of feel.
That's
And that's why I went with Hey
nice.
Tony.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I've never actually heard the story, so
Oh,
that's actually
amazing.
very nice. Do you Tony though?
Every day. I have
Every
clients who have known me for years.
Yeah.
They'll like,
Tony.
hey Tony,
Yeah.
blah, 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 and then 2 minutes later an email, Matt, I am so sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to
I
know that, so
guess.
that's actually very interesting. I'm like all over the place. I have so many questions.
So you're very prepared. I feel like podcasts I normally do, people don't have necessarily stuff written sometimes.
I have a terrible memory, so I just have to
Great.
write it down. So tell me about your Gary Vee experience.
Like-
How did you get in front of him? Apparently he's
Okay.
like a brick wall.
Yeah. Yes, he does have an entourage with him.
Yes.
Back in May of last year or
Okay.
earlier, I was at a cottage with some friends and I saw, VCon, he has this conference that he does. This year it's happening in LA. So I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, I think I should go. And she's like, you should definitely go.
Mhm.
And so I messaged my buddy Cam and I'm like, Cam, you need to come to this with me. I already booked the hotel. You don't even have to pay for a hotel. Just buy your own flight and your own ticket.
Yeah.
And we got tickets. We went. And while we were there, I was like, I know I'm going to run into Gary. From the videos I see, he's like walking around the conferences and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And he has people filming him the whole time. So I was like, I know he's going to be there. I know he's going to be walking around. I know he's going to have a camera in front of him
Yeah.
and be mic'd up, all this stuff. A couple months before then, I was like, I need to come up with a hook. When I come up and talk to him, I need to basically rehearse this conversation
Yeah.
before we even have it.
Yeah.
So that it has the opportunity to go viral.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it did
Yes.
twice.
Yes.
So
I've seen it.
he had a meet and greet thing you could sign up for. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's going to feel too forced. I just want to run into him and, talk to him that way. So the first day I was there, I was sitting with my buddy Jake, the Wizard Marketing.
Yeah.
And I met him on TikTok, which is like crazy. You just meet
that's
people
fun.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to strangers. They're nice sometimes.
You know what? That's how we met.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Talk to strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm here.
We should have a podcast called Talk to Strangers.
Talk to strangers.
Where we just go on the street and just talk to strangers.
I actually, you know what?
Should
I
we do
used to have
that?
a street interview YouTube show.
Did you?
And
So this isn't new then.
I've been in front of the camera for a long time, but that content was terrible. It was like, I can show you some of the videos that are all like, they're all private. They're not available anymore to the public, but yeah, they were just terrible. But it gave me a lot of experience in front of the camera, editing video, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so when I was in California, in LA, I was sitting with Jake at this restaurant that wasn't open yet because we were waiting to get into the conference.
Yeah.
And we're doing literally a live TikTok answering people's questions about SEO and marketing and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And here comes Gary walking right behind us.
You're like, yes.
And I was like, Gary, you want to be on a live stream? He's like, yeah, sure. So he comes over. He does like a quick, oh, hey, whatever, talking to people on the live stream. And then he leaves and goes and does a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it, I didn't get to use my thing.
Yeah.
So I went on his app and I was like, can I book like a time to meet with Gary? And it was like, everything's booked. I was like,
for
damn
sure.
it. I'm like, I lost my chance. It'll come up again. We'll figure it out. We're here for 3 days or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was a Saturday or something. We were having dinner. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I get a notification on the app, like there's spots available for tomorrow. We just opened up a couple more spots. Sweet. Grabbed one of the spots right away. And Jake is sitting right next to me. And he went to go get a spot and it was gone. So I got, I think, the last spot.
Okay.
And yeah, it was sweet. And so I was like, I got so nervous.
Yeah,
because
sure.
you're meeting somebody. It's like
and
almost
you've
like a
been,
movie
planning
star.
Planning this, like
yeah, you're like, it's got to go. And I was like workshopping the hook and the script, not script, but like the idea that I want to talk about with Jake and with my buddy Cam and all this stuff. And they're like, dude, I don't know. That sounds crazy. I feel like he's not going to go for it. All this kind of stuff. I'm waiting in line to talk to him, all this stuff. I'm like, I'm going to chicken out. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And I walk up to him. And as I'm walking up, I'm like, fuck it. What's the worst that's going to happen? It's going to be a bad piece of content.
Yeah.
So my buddy was filming. Actually, he gave his phone to one of Gary's guys because you could take pictures with him, all this kind of stuff, and they would take the picture for you. So he hands it to them, and it's like a dead-on shot. They obviously know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I mic'd up.
It wasn't their first rodeo.
Yeah. I mic'd up, and I walk up to Gary, and I say, Gary, how's it going? I got a bone to pick with you. And he goes, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Off the bat. And it was really great. At first, he was like caught off guard, but then he was like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And it was a great conversation.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could tell. I was like shaking nervous.
No, you can't tell from the video, but you could tell that you were just like, I'm just going to give it all I got.
Yeah.
Right. And it fucking went viral 3 times. So.
Okay. So when I say 3 times,
Yeah.
I posted it like immediately after that one clip. I didn't cut it or anything.
Yeah.
I had a text on top that said, Gary V finally gets what he deserves.
Yeah.
And that itself is a hook on top of what I'm saying. And then the caption underneath. So I posted that on Instagram and on TikTok. Both got, I think on TikTok, a couple million views. Instagram,
just a couple million. Okay. Yeah.
Which is still, that's huge for me. Most of my stuff doesn't get 1 million views.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you.
I know. You're very surprised because it's very good. I'm joking.
I'm like, you're a celeb. All right.
Just a guy in his room with a phone talking about the internet. Basically, that's what I'm doing.
I love it.
So Instagram has a feature now called Trials.
Yes. I saw that yesterday. Yeah. Did I see it on your page?
I haven't talked about it.
Okay.
But it's basically a button where you can put reels out or content out as a trial, and it'll show it to your non-followers.
Yes.
To only people who don't follow you, which is amazing because that's always the issue with social media. It's like, how do I reach people beyond people who are following me?
Other than paying.
Yeah. So Instagram has this feature. I'm like, I'm going to take my best performing content, and instead of trying new stuff, because I know it's going to do well, I just posted that. And now
you repost it.
I downloaded it.
Yeah.
I think I used Snaptick or one of those apps.
Yeah.
So here's the trick. It wouldn't be an appearance if I didn't give people
like a net new trick.
So,
only on Fearless Entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think I've actually mentioned this on anywhere.
There you go.
I'll use Snaptick or whatever, download it from Instagram or TikTok, and then I will take that file. Instead of most people just upload it directly to Instagram or to TikTok, don't do that because it has a bunch of metadata saying, Snaptick, you use that to download videos that already exist.
Oh.
So it has metadata in the back end that you can't see saying where it came from. So instead of doing that, I put it into Adobe Premiere Rush, which I use on it's a very easy editing software. I just click export.
Yeah.
I don't edit it. I don't do anything. Export that. And then I upload that new clip. Fresh metadata, looks like a fresh video to them. And
wait a minute. So you downloaded from Snappertick.
Yeah.
I've never called it Snappertick though.
Snaptick.
Snaptick?
Yeah, it's a website that you can just put a link. If you type in download IG video, it'll bring you to one of these sites.
Oh, it's a website. So you're not downloading it from Snapchat or TikTok.
No.
Oh.
It's like Snaptick or Snap something.
Okay. Yeah. So you download the video. Okay. So I take a video, it's on Instagram, I download it, and you put it onto Snaptick.
Yeah.
Walk me through this.
So you go to this website. Yeah. First of all, go to Google.
Yeah.
You have the link to the video you want, go to Google and type in download Instagram video.
Okay.
Click on one of the links.
Yeah.
Paste in the link to the video that you want to download.
Yeah.
And it'll try to get you to click on a bunch of ads, but ignore all of them. Download the video.
Yeah. But then that's where the metadata is like recording that it came from the source.
Yeah. That website puts a bunch of metadata on it saying it was downloaded from this website, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
And Instagram can see that. TikTok can see that. And they don't want people to download other people's content and just upload it.
Right.
So to get rid of that metadata, put it into an editing software. I use Adobe Premiere Rush and just click export. And then it just erases all of that. And then you have a fresh video.
What?
Yeah. So that's what I did with the Gary video.
Okay.
Because I lost the original thing that I did because, I have a lot of videos on my phone.
Yeah.
So I did that. And this time around, I think it's like close to 5 million views.
Stop.
It has more views this time than the first time.
What?
It's insane.
That's crazy because you're serving new people and fresh people. And that's what you did with the new trials thing.
Yeah. So that's, if you have any content that did really well, even like 6 months ago, and it's still relevant now.
Yeah.
Do that whole process and just upload it as a trial and it'll reach new people. Yeah. It's
incredible.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how to do any of this. You have skill. But again, like that kind of goes back to your original love of you really are fascinated by marketing and digital as like a puzzle. For you, it's all about how to crack and how to hack the code, right? Yeah.
And so one of the things that I think is my advantage, I don't know if it's an advantage, but one of the traits that I have is I will try to brute force something until it works, until I figure it out.
Right.
So I can show up every single day on social media.
Yeah.
I can do that every single day and deal with bad content and try to get better every single time.
Right.
Whereas most people won't see results for 6 months or a year and they'll give up. When they're really just one video away potentially from going viral and getting a bunch of views and then making more money and all this kind of stuff.
So consistency and just sticking in the game is your advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so you started the business around 2016, 2017, is that right?
2017, 2018.
2017, 2018. How long did you plug away until it really started to take off?
Up until that point, I was a referral only business.
Okay.
The only way we got clients, our old clients referred us, or people who knew me would refer other people to me. It wasn't till January 2023 that I was like, I can't project how big or how small, how many clients or how much revenue we're going to be generating. And that's dangerous because you can't hire somebody full time if you don't know when you're going to get your next client.
If you have like inconsistent ebbs and flows.
And I don't like letting people go if I don't need to. I wanted to avoid all of that. And also it's rough as a business owner. You're like, the highs are like, yeah, I just made 50 grand this month. And then the next month you're like, I just lost $5,000.
Yes.
And you're like, cool, now I need to live off that money for a long time. But I thought I was making a lot of money. So I spent some of the money and then you go down that rabbit hole.
Yes, yeah.
In January 2023, I read 2 books. One was a book by Gary Vee called Jab, Right, Hook.
Okay, I've heard that's a really good one.
I highly recommend it. Changed my life.
Okay.
It's all about posting on social media and how it's such a huge opportunity because it's literally free to do.
Yeah.
And it might all go away at some point. At the capacity it is now, it's not going to be the same in 5 years or 10 years. It's going to be different. There's going to be different platforms, all that kind of stuff. And the other book was called The One Thing by Jay Papasan and Gary Keller. It's basically, what is one thing you can do every single day to achieve your 1-year goal, your 5-year goal, your 10-year goal, whatever that goal is, whether it's personal, business, financial, health, whatever that goal is. What is one thing that you can do, a small thing, 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, an hour a day? And after reading both those books like back to back or at the same time, I was like, I can post a video every single day on social media for a year.
And you didn't have social media at the time, or you did, but you just weren't as consistent.
Well, so jumping back early in my career, I was actually working in social media and like creating Facebook posts and content and writing all the content. So I hated social media.
Yeah.
Because I was doing it and I was like, I can't stand doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So
little did you know back then.
Yeah. And then like just talking about the YouTube show that I had for a sec, it wasn't very popular or anything, but I learned the skills to be in front of a camera and not necessarily be shy or hate my own voice. Also, I was in a band back in the day and I was the singer of the band.
Okay.
So we
got to bring that back.
No, we don't. We should definitely not. I was the singer of that band. So I got used to hearing my voice a lot because if you're in the studio, you're like hearing it. And I say in the studio is my friend's studio. Like it's not like a big studio.
Yeah.
But anyways, you hear yourself and then I'm recording and all this kind of stuff. Fast forward to 2023, I started making these videos. I'm like, I already have basic editing skills. Things are coming back. I feel comfortable in front of the camera. I know what to do. Or so I thought. So I started doing that. And then in February, I let go of my biggest client. And that was like $250,000 a year of revenue.
Wow.
And I was like, dang, like I have 50 or 60 grand in the bank that can carry. And at the time, my agency was like 3 of us or 4 of us. That can carry us for a couple months, whatever, because we still had other clients we were working on.
Yeah.
And I was like, I now have all this time every single day to film these videos. And I was like, I'm going to give myself a year. I'm going to do this every single day for a year, not miss a day, just to prove these guys or to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
And if I prove them wrong, fuck you, like this doesn't work.
Yeah.
I actually went through the motions, didn't work. If it
didn't work.
No, but if it goes right, then it's a win.
Yeah,
right?
that was your one thing.
My one thing was make a video every single day.
Okay.
Made the videos. 6 months in, I'm losing 10 grand a month. I haven't had I went from 0 followers to 1,500 followers, which is great. That's a lot of followers for a lot of people. But I was like, I need more. Like I need to at least get to 10,000 followers.
Yes.
And I was really down in the dumps, like early June, like nothing's going right, nothing's going. And then all of a sudden I had one video just shoot up to 1 million views.
Yeah.
And I was like, why did that? What did I do?
What is with this video?
What is it about that video that people liked?
Yeah.
And within that week, I actually had a second video go viral to like over 1 million views as well, which is crazy. So I went from 1,500 followers to 15,000 in that week. What? And I was like, that's it. I don't need to work anymore. That's it. Yeah, I'm retiring. And then now that I have that momentum, I for sure need to keep posting because I know how quickly that stuff can go away. And back when I was running that publication, when we had that first article go viral, we analyzed literally every single word, every single picture, what it looked like on Facebook, why Was there a number in it?
Yeah.
Were we talking about a stat? Were we talking about something interesting? Was it pulling on certain emotions?
Yeah.
So I did the same thing with my video, and I was like, oh, okay. Like I did this X, Y, and Z thing, and I hooked people in, and then I slowly started revealing it. And then I teased something, and I slowly started revealing more.
That's interesting.
And I revealed the whole thing.
Yeah.
And people just started following. And it was all helpful content,
Yeah.
right?
That's crazy. But it's, you know what's crazy is that your mind works like that. You're
Now
like,
it
let me
does.
dissect it
I had
and to see what happened. I would just be like, I talked about bunnies. I'm going to talk about bunnies again.
But that is part of it. Is it the topic? Did you edit the video really quickly? Was it in your car? Was it in a studio? Did you have lighting? Was it improper lighting? Was the sound kind of shitty?
Exactly.
Literally
right?
every single element.
You just dissected it. And was it the content? What was it in your analysis that made it go viral?
It was the way that I was talking.
Okay.
And the value that I was giving out in that video.
Yes.
And I don't remember exactly what I said in that video, but I'm giving away information. I'm telling people how to rank higher on Google or show up higher on Google, which is something else I figured out.
Yeah.
If I say, if you do want to rank higher on Google, does a lot worse than if you want to show up higher on Google, because people don't know what rank means in some cases. But if I say, do you want to show up higher on Google?
Like the laymanest terms ever, the better. Yeah.
I was talking to somebody, I forget who it was, but they said, it is dumb not to dumb it down. Right? The more common language you can break something down to, or the easier you can explain something to somebody who doesn't understand it.
Because it's fast. Like on the internet, it's so fast that if you use something too technical, people aren't going to pick it up. Yeah. Right? Okay.
Exactly. Totally. So just break it down. I was at the bank a couple days ago, and they're like, so what do you do for work? And I was like, oh, I help businesses show up higher on Google. And they're like, oh, they get that.
Yeah.
But if I were to say digital marketing, they're like,
what does that mean?
What does that mean? You build websites? Like my parents thought I built websites. They probably still do for 10 years.
Yeah.
I haven't built a website in 10 years. You know what I mean?
Like it's too broad, right?
Yeah.
Fun fact for you, actually, that's how you came to me originally for this podcast.
Whoa.
You did an e-blast at the beginning of this year.
Yep.
That was like, these are my 10 things that I want to achieve this year, right?
Yeah.
And then I think the first one was like, be on 20 podcasts. And your messaging was great. You're like, even if I do 3 podcasts, that's 3 more than I would have done if I didn't do any podcasts, right? My friend sees this. She's like, he wants to get on a podcast. You need to call him for a podcast. Yeah. That's why I reached out to you to do the podcast.
Hell yeah.
You know? So you're just really laying out what it is that you want in a very tangible way for people to understand.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Let me tell you this.
Okay.
My goals in that email, which are my actual goals, are very lofty.
Yes.
And I have financial goals. I didn't put in that email because if you say, oh, I want to make X amount of revenue, that's not profit, all that kind of stuff. But the goal is actually to be on 100 podcasts this year.
100?
Yeah.
100?
100.
That's a lot of podcasts.
It's a lot of podcasts. And with all the other stuff that I'm trying to do as well, like I wrote a book. It's being edited right now.
Yes.
I'm releasing that. And
when?
I know I don't know.
Okay.
I need to, I'm self-publishing it. So it could be in a couple weeks. It could be in a couple months. Okay. Right? So I'm doing all of this stuff, which is partially why I was talking to my wife the other day, like when I was feeling down in the dumps, and she's like, you are trying to do too much.
Yes.
I'm like, but what if it all goes away? Which is, I don't know, as a business owner, you're like, what if all of this ends tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to hire me.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, how am I going to pay my bills?
Yeah. You're going to be just fine.
Yeah. If I keep doing all this stuff.
For sure. 100 podcasts, right?
100 podcasts.
Yeah.
I think I've done 8 or 9 this year.
Okay. So you still have a ways to go. And those are great for backlinks, which I don't know what those are, but you're going to explain that to me, right?
Yeah. A backlink is a link from somebody else's website to your website.
And that you need more of that. Business owners need more of that. Is that right? Okay.
It's votes for your website.
It's what?
Votes.
Okay.
So it's a vote of confidence. Oh, these guys have great information. I'm linking to them, and Google sees that. And, okay, yeah, that is great information.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's why the podcast thing will help, because then you're setting yourself very organically on a lot of backlinks, right?
That is like a side benefit from doing podcasts. But the real benefit is, one, getting better at doing interviews, whether it's in person or online, better at storytelling, better at not saying or so or like all the time.
Editing softwares can just zip those right up.
I know, but if I'm doing a live, and that another one of my goals is to do more live speaking engagements, in-person speaking engagements, I should say, which I've done, I think 10 at this point.
Okay.
And I want to get better at doing those. podcasts are a great way to do that,
Yeah.
as well as just speaking to small groups and having something rehearsed to say.
You know what? We're going to do an event and it's going to be big and
Hell yeah.
you're going to be the keynote speaker. You're just going
You
to
want to make me the
all
keynote
the
speaker?
The keynote.
Oh, shit.
Keynote. Big pressure.
You know what?
You know?
I'm committing on this podcast. I will do it.
There you go.
Yeah. Now you have to do it, though.
I know.
Okay.
I'm not even going to edit it out.
I feel like this is us like egging each other on, and it's just going to be this.
By the end of it, we're going to be like committing to like traveling to Switzerland
Let's go to Tokyo.
Open a bank.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about entrepreneur burnout for a second. So over the last couple of weeks have been tough for you.
Yep.
Mentally, yesterday you went on, or the day before you had gone on social media and you're just like, I'm fucking just in a slump. Which, by the way, I appreciate you saying, because not a lot of business owners will just come out and say that.
Yeah.
But it's how a lot of people feel all the time.
Yeah.
Right? So tell me about entrepreneur fatigue.
So we were just talking about how if I stop doing all of this stuff, the fear is everything is going to burn down.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to lose my business. I'm going to be homeless on the street.
Yeah.
My wife's going to leave me. She's going to take the dogs, like all that.
Everything.
Not that she would ever do that. She would definitely live on the street with me because it's true love.
With the dogs.
Yes, with the dogs.
The
dogs would get adopted pretty quick. I think.
Okay.
And so would my wife, I think. Yeah. And
so would my wife.
And then she would take me in to her new home.
Like adoption.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
But there's that fear of if you're the one driving all the revenue for the business.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure. And that's where most solopreneurs, or when you're just starting out in your journey, that's where you are. Everything rests on your shoulders.
Yes.
As you get bigger, you can run ads, you can have salespeople, you do all this kind of stuff. And the business can actually grow without you, which is where I'm moving to. But in that process, it's can you record all of your sales calls so we know what to say?
Yeah.
So we know what your process is. Do you have training materials? Do you have FAQs? Do you have all this stuff?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm burning out so much right now because I do have these lofty goals I'm trying to hit this year. And I am training new people. I am doing all these sales calls, all this kind of stuff. It's hard to take a break because when you're sitting there, if you're playing video games, watching TV, your mind is thinking, I could do that this way or whatever it might be. And it's tough because sometimes I even get short with my wife.
Yeah.
She's, hey, can you go check in the fridge if we have the thing that we need for dinner, if we have sour cream or something? And I'm like, I'm literally in the middle of filming a video. She's like, can you go check and not be so snippy? And I'm like, yes, I'm so sorry. I just have a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
So it like,
because your mind doesn't turn off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, as an entrepreneur, that's definitely something that I'm working on is not bringing that home, even though I work from home, separating yourself from that. Like, it's all okay.
But I think at the end of the day, you're just human. I think as entrepreneurs, this is something that's very relatable, is that your mind doesn't ever really fully shut off. There are times where I wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and like I need to write it down, like it's bursting out of my head, right? And I need to write it down. The shower or when I'm driving a car, that's typically when all the good juices fall out, which is like really hard to take notes because...
Yeah, you're like, so what I used to do back in the day is I was like, I need to come up with ideas for this thing. So I'd literally go country roads and stuff like that and have a notebook and pull over when I thought of an idea, like, and write it down.
Yeah.
Now you could just like, hey Siri, remember this idea. I hope my phone didn't go off. But write down this idea or make a note about this, and you could have that. Or you could
it does that?
You could, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
All right. I need to try that because I type. I type when I'm driving because I'm like, this is a really good idea. And if I don't jot it down, I'm going to forget it.
Ask Siri to do it for you.
Yeah.
It's probably also safer than texting and driving.
Yes.
Not that you've ever done that if there's any cops listening.
Yeah. If any police officers and CRA members, we'll just
everything's cool over here. Nobody's breaking the law.
No, but everything's okay.
But actually though, nobody's breaking the law.
Nobody. Who does that? Who does that, right? So does your wife, other than throwing money at you in videos, does she work in the business with you or does she work full-time job somewhere else?
She now works in the business with me.
Okay.
And on the business, I should say.
Okay.
So she's working. She's doing both.
Okay.
I basically am drowning all the time.
Yeah.
I need help. She was a wedding photographer running her own business for 5-6 years and she was doing really great, but it's every single weekend in the summer.
Yeah.
She hasn't had a summer in years.
Right.
Among a bunch of other things. I'm just going to figure out what I'm going to do. And I didn't suggest it at first. I'm not like, you can come, we'll work together. You already own half the business anyways because we're married.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
you can take half of all I got.
Yeah. So I didn't bring it up right away and I waited a couple months. She's, I want a job that I can work from home and they're not monitoring you all the time. And maybe it's a 4-day work week, or when I log off, I'm not working anymore. I don't have to think about work. I kept being like, well, you know what? That actually sounds, hey, Tony.
Yeah.
That sounds exactly perfect.
Planting subliminal seeds.
And she's like, no, I don't think that's going to be right. All this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And eventually we just had a conversation. I was like, it's a good option. And you know what? If it doesn't work out, if she doesn't want to do that, she can get a job somewhere else. Like she has a ton of skills.
Yeah. Dabble.
Yeah.
Does she want to dabble in things?
No, I hope not. She's working with me now.
Okay. She's not on the market.
She's taking care of a lot of shit.
Not on the market, everyone.
She's
not
off
on
the market.
Off the market. Got it. And so that's great. So you have 8 or 9 people, 10 people that you fully staff, subcontractors. What does the team or the growth look like for you from here on out?
So one of my lofty goals this year is to get up to 100 clients.
Okay.
So that obviously
total
clients.
Okay.
Right now we have about 40 clients, which is great. That's the biggest the company's ever been, which comes with its own learnings and challenges, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, can we just get to 100 clients?
Yeah.
Let's see what that looks like. Also, we can't do it too fast because then quality suffers.
Yes.
You don't get results, people leave, and then you have a churn issue, all that kind of stuff.
Reputation.
So it's like, I'm surprised reputation's the last thing I mentioned. I'm like, clients, like I need to make sure the clients are good. And then my reputation at the end, of course. So it's probably, if we continue growing at the current rate, we're probably looking at another 6 to 7 to 8 people on the team.
Okay.
Which is like, I'm just thinking, I'm like, payroll is going to be even more insane than it is.
But you'll have 100 clients to support it. So it's high.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's all good. This is a total side story, but if you are spending $10,000 a month on your business, you're like, okay, what's another $10 or $100, right? Not a huge deal. But imagine if you were spending $100,000 a month and you're like, you know what, that thing that I really want, it's like 10 grand. I'm just going to go buy it because in comparison, it's not that much more money than I'm spending.
It skews your thinking.
Yeah.
Right?
It very much skews things. And I'm not saying I'm like spending $10,000 a month on shit. That's crazy, but it really messes things up. Yeah,
it's what you were saying before. It's if you made the $20,000 in a month, you're like, I'm going to go spend that, right? I can get a new car. This is great.
Yeah.
But then the next month you don't make that. And
you're like, I can't pay for gas.
I have a new car, but I can't drive it because there's no gas. So what's next for Hey Tony? Like other than the 100 clients, what's your vision with Hey Tony?
So my goal with everything that I'm doing, whether we're working with clients or people are taking free courses that I have or a paid course or part of my community or reading my book that is not out yet, my goal is to help entrepreneurs grow their businesses, to improve their communities, to create jobs, to spend more money in their communities, to give back to their communities, and ultimately make the world a better place, one small community at a time, because that's what the world really is, small communities, right?
And that's very important to have nurtured communities where people can rely on each other and we can grow, especially in this economy where it's a little bit uncertain right now. I like your happily ever after mentality. It's nice and it's very refreshing because if you ask a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of them are driven by different things. And a lot of the times it's money. And although money is nice, don't get me wrong, I love the cheddar, but it isn't what drives the purpose.
Yeah. And if it is, then you're finding ways to cut corners. You're finding a way to make more money.
But that's what happens.
That's not what it's about.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so I want to end off by asking you some things from our viewers. After I posted yesterday, I'm like, I'm going to have Hey Tony on the show here. It just blew up again. Again, you are a mini celebrity that you don't even know it, right? So we have Sarah from Timberwood Designs. Okay. Shout out to Sarah. Yeah. She asks, how do we make product listings SEO rich but still have enough information?
Yeah, it's adding more information. So it's the exact same thing you would do for a blog post.
Okay. It's
answering people's questions that they may have about that product. It's making sure that if it's eco-friendly, you're mentioning why it's eco-friendly. Make sure that and this is the biggest thing when somebody has a product or a product page, they have a random name. They're like, I called this the XYZ thing.
Yeah.
And people aren't looking up the XYZ thing. They're looking up brown modern sofa.
Yeah.
And you're like, just call it brown modern sofa. Like, no, I have a special name for it. That's my design line, whatever.
Hipster.
I'm like, nobody gives a shit. Nobody's looking that up. So one, look up the keyword that people...
Searchable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then 2, use that keyword throughout and make sure that the content on that page is helpful. So exactly the same as you would write a blog post, write your description on your product page, but make sure that it's underneath the price, the discount or whatever, and the mini description Add to cart is the most important. Make sure people can see that.
Yeah.
And then put in information underneath that, because if you put in a bunch of information, then add to cart, people won't be able to find it. They won't buy shit. So it doesn't matter if they're coming to your website or not.
Right. Because they're not buying shit because they can't find you.
Exactly.
Because you called it the lemon.
Exactly.
For a chair.
Yep.
Okay, cool. We have Julie from 8 Figure Coach. She's also the co-founder of Mabel's Labels. She loves your counterintuitive approach that you offer a lot of free advice that essentially also helps your business grow.
Yep.
Was this always the strategy, or how did you decide on the strategy to just give advice away for free?
So I had a client back in the day who would give, I won't say who it is or what industry.
Okay, that's fine.
But
You'll tell me after. I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you after. They would give away 99.99% of the information on how to do their thing for free.
Yeah.
In videos and blog posts, all this kind of stuff, and newsletters. And I saw the financials. I was like, this guy's making a lot of fucking money. And so I asked him, like, how are you making money? You're giving everything away. It's all on the internet. It's free. And he goes, give away 99.99% of the information, and people will pay you handsomely for that 0.01%.
Interesting. People what are you holding back?
I'm not holding back. I'm literally telling people how to do everything. But the thing that people will pay me for is they don't have time to do it themselves.
Correct.
So they hire the agency, or they'll buy my course. They don't want to piece all the videos together and be like, okay, how does this strategy apply here? If they take my course, you can go. It goes through sequential work.
Yeah. Right. So it's if you can either have you do it for you, have you do it for them, or they have the videos to have them follow it along themselves in a very basic way.
100%.
Right? Okay. So that's great. So I'm going to break my usual ending into 2 parts. So I'm going to do a digital rapid fire question. So it's like just quick tips for people and business owners.
Oh God. Okay.
For this. So your brain's got to be sharp. Is your brain sharp? And then I'm going to break into a personal get to know your CEO rapid fire. So this is just about you, okay? So let's do the hacks first, because I feel like let's warm up with something that you're comfortable in. You ready? You stretch. You need to stretch. What's the best SEO hack that people overlook?
Use the keyword on your website. Actually use the keyword.
Oh.
A lot of people don't use the keyword. That is like the easiest hack.
So if I sell shoes, it'd be like shoes.com.
No, just not in the domain. On the page, like in your content.
Oh.
If you're trying to rank for HVAC or furnace repair Hamilton, actually use the words furnace repair and Hamilton on the page.
What's one thing every website needs to convert better?
Clear calls to action.
Okay, fair enough. A social media trend businesses should jump on.
Start posting every single day and do videos and show up on video. Show your face.
Like reels? Show your face?
Show your face.
Really?
Yes.
What? But some people do it and it's not that enticing.
Yeah, but you get better as you go. Go scroll back and watch my first video. It is terrible. And I already had experience being on camera and editing. Yeah. It's terrible.
Okay. But now you're like a pro. Like
I don't think I'm a pro, but I'm better than I was.
What's the biggest waste of money in digital marketing?
Waiting.
Really?
Yeah. It takes 6 to 12 months for SEO, for example. Yeah. If you wait, every day you wait, you're still 6 to 12 months away from ranking.
Right.
If you don't spend money on advertising, you're wasting time. You could be reaching your customers today. Today,
everyone. An underrated tool or platform you swear by?
Honestly, Loom.
What's that?
Loom is where you can record your screen and like share tutorials. So if somebody on my team's like, how do I do this? Instead of getting on a call with them and walking them through it, I just record a quick video.
Yeah.
It transcribes everything and it's also a video. And I go, here's how to do it. Next time somebody asks me that question, here's how to do it.
It's already available.
Done. Yeah, it saves you so much time.
Loom.
Loom.
Loom. What's one habit that makes you a better marketer?
Willing to try and fail and try and fail until you find something that works.
I love it. What's one SEO mistake people don't realize they're making?
I think that goes back to the first one, not including what they want to rank for on their website.
Yeah.
I get on
SEO,
websites.
That's what it is, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Gotta find those searchable words.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
I'm saying that like I'm the expert now. Yes. I'm like, did you know that this is what you need to do? Okay. What's one mistake people make on their email list?
They don't clear their email list of inactive people or disengaged people.
Oh, why should they do that?
If you send emails to people who aren't opening, or if they're bouncing, or a number of things, or they're reporting you as spam,
Yeah.
that's going to signal to all these email providers that maybe your deliverability isn't going to be as good.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
you're
a
going to
good
get put on a
tip.
shittier server.
Oh, interesting. And it also drags your average down if you have a whole bunch of bounce rates, whole bunch of unopened rates. What's one social media trend people think works but doesn't actually work?
Like those like stupid dancing and pointing videos, like sometimes it makes sense. You don't have, like, I've never done a dance. I've done like, do this, then this.
Yeah.
It might be fun. You don't need to dance. You don't need to get on the trends that everybody else is doing. You could stay in your lane.
Dance.
Yeah. You don't.
I love that. Okay, now we're going to quickly shift into get to know your CEO, okay?
Oh God. Okay.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yes. Time for Hawaiian. What's one
Actually,
word you
sorry,
hate?
do you know
Yeah.
where the Hawaiian pizza was invented?
In Hawaii?
Chatham, Ontario.
Really?
Yeah. Look it up. It's
Is that
crazy.
why we love it so much here?
I don't know.
We're obsessed with Hawaiian pizza.
And I
Why
guess
do they call it Hawaiian pizza then?
pineapples on it and pork? I don't know.
Oh,
It's crazy.
delicious.
Sorry.
It's the
Go.
best
Go
ever.
on.
What word do you hate that people use?
I
Good
can't
one.
do that.
Yeah, don't have self-limiting.
You can.
Right?
You just don't want to.
Oh, that's true. And this goes back to your like, people just need to not be lazy and just do it, right?
I didn't say that.
You know
But
what?
I agree.
Maybe
with what
you
you're
should
saying.
write, maybe that's what your book should be called.
Don't
You're
be
just,
lazy.
yeah, don't be lazy. Just get it done.
Don't be lazy, you piece of shit.
You piece of shit. All right. What's your word for this year?
The word for this year is, I don't think I have a word for this year.
Setting.
The sentiment is, if you think I was running before, you'll think that I was crawling before, if that makes sense. I'm lighting things on fire this year.
This
I've already
year?
lit things on fire.
Yeah.
I need to find a way to not burn out while I do it, but yes.
Don't burn out.
I know.
We need more. We need more of Matt
Yes.
in order, and you can't burn out if we have burnt out Matt,
I know.
right? Word to describe your journey to date.
What's one word to describe my journey to date?
Yeah.
Persistent?
Persistent.
Yeah.
Okay. I would agree with you. Hearing your story from making $50 a day truck driving to where you're at now, staffing 10 full people, running your agency, you should be so proud of yourself.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
As you start going through these motions, like you set a goal, and
Yeah.
if you work at it every single day, when you hit that goal, people are like, wow, you should be really great. Oh, you made $1 million, or like you got 1 million views on a video, or whatever it is. You're like, well, of course I did. I've been doing it. I've been working on it every single day. That's
People don't see that.
People don't see that. But
Right.
to you, you're just like, yeah, like it feels good, sure,
Yeah.
but it's not something you think of.
That's very interesting because when people take a look at you, or why people are so obsessed with you right now, or anybody, that's really
Say people are obsessed with
people
me?
are obsessed.
That's
People are
crazy.
obsessed. You're a big deal. But people think that happened overnight,
Yes.
and it doesn't. That's what you're saying. Work hard at it.
Work hard every day consistently.
What if
Don't
it
stop.
feels like it's not working?
Show
though?
up and say that today is a bad day. It's not working.
But like, do you ever think that there are sometimes people just should really stop working at it because what they're doing isn't good?
No, because
Okay, good.
you get better. If your goal,
Improve.
if you can improve 1% every day,
Yeah.
maybe it's you're talking a little bit clearer, or you're slowing things down, or you get a little bit better at it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you get 1% better, you will blow people out of the water in a year.
I like that. That's really nice. And that's actually a lot more encouraging than just please stop because dancing on videos is terrible.
No.
Just
You can
kidding.
start with dancing and end up, making money. don't know.
I love
Whatever.
it. Matt, thank you so much for being on the show. I had such a great chat with you.
Thank you, yeah.
are so charming, and
my
I
God.
can see why
Stop
people
it,
are
stop it.
obsessed.
Okay,
Keep going.
I love that.
Oh my God, when is your birthday? Because I think we're
Oh
the
my
same
God.
spirit animal.
Why
past
don't you
lifetime.
guess?
Are you a Leo?
No.
Okay, so we've already failed that exercise. All right.
I will never tell you. No, I'm just joking. I was
What
born
month?
in June.
June? So you're a
Gemini.
Gemini.
Yeah.
All right. Figures. So you can find Tony at or you can
To-
find Tony.
You just did it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. You're
I mean,
like
it's hard
my client.
between Matt and Tony. It's
Oh
like
my,
hard,
4-letter
right?
names.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness. Just call it Hey
Wow.
Matt.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Matt.
So you can find Matt on heytony.ca. You can also find Matt, if you don't already know, on Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. We'll put everything in the show notes, as well as he has lots and lots and lots of free resources. Please go to his website for it, as well as very affordable courses for you to walk through everything from nuts to bolts if you're setting up anything as a new business owner. But we'll link the free resource, the SEO course called Understanding SEO. I need to take that immediately. We'll link that in the show notes. And you're writing a book. So I know you have no foreseeable time for when it's coming out, but what is it all about?
It's basically my Understanding SEO course on steroids. So I go more into detail. Not that I don't in the Understanding SEO free course, but it gives more examples. It just expands everything and kind of ties everything together. So if you know nothing about showing up higher on Google, hook right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? Easy to explain. If you know nothing about showing up higher on Google, this is the book that you should start with.
Okay.
And maybe end with.
Okay.
It's the only book
an audiobook because I really like Audible.
I only listen to books.
Me too.
Yeah. So
see? Are you sure you're not born in July?
Maybe my parents were lying. But yeah, I only listen to books. Like, I listen
it's
to
just so easy.
Books. I consume a lot. I learn a lot.
Yes.
And it's really great.
You're a forever student like I am. Yeah.
I am going to be doing an audiobook. I need to figure out how to do all that and go through it. I have some people that I can talk to.
Yeah.
I don't know why
you should narrate it though.
I'm going to narrate it.
Okay.
It's going to be me, but I need to figure out, is somebody going to be having mics? Do I have to go to a studio? Do I do it in my own office?
You can do it here.
I can come here and bug you for 3 days, 4 days.
No problem.
I need a producer, somebody to tell me like, you sounded like shit. Why did you say that so fucked up?
Your wife will be good for that.
No, I need somebody like
a professional.
I can't have her yelling at me all day. That's not going to be good.
You'll sound like stress in your audiobook, right?
Like,
Awesome. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you for
are
having
an amazing human being, and I cannot wait to see what else you come up with in this universe. I'm so glad you joined us today for the Fearless Entrepreneurs podcast. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend or someone who could use a little inspiration. You can always reach me, your host, Cindy Chang, directly on Instagram or Spotify DM. I love hearing from you. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave a review. It truly means the world to me. Until next time, stay fearless.